just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Milton now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now Milton.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. To throw is Milton.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Here's Fields. They'll find Williams on the slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Over the middle, he's got Thornton.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The Lions at 11-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw is Fields.
Looking long for Thomas. Touchdown, Detroit.
Brian Thomas.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They begin with a carry for Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Milton. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70. Go! Count 18. Pioneer.
Milton. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum? Fields hit and the ball is loose. But I believe the line was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Mustang 19, trap 50, trap.
Here's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. You talk about this Lions defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Rotates Williams along the sideline. Pass is complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now Fields. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now it's Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He's got it to Williams. And he's going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the Lions first down.
Fields going to change things up here. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now they'll change things up. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
10 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Here we go, sir.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
19 windy, 19 windy. Here we go. All right.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Okay, break.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson In there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Dante Thornton, 71 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score of Lions 21, Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run again with Blue. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Lions 38-yard line.
Here we go. Viking, 18, 5, cut 19, cut 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So he missed his 1st attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Don't jump, ready? Green light, west side zip. Hey, 10. Right.
Back to throw, Fields. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Abdul Carter
It's third.
In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Hey, Angel,
Fields now to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Detroit. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is caught by Williams. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the Cowboys 12.
Now Fields going to move him around.
Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They throw it out right complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Lions 28. Cowboys 10. Cam Whittle to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Granted, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. Everybody picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go now. Warriors 70, Bronco 80.
2nd and 3. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Second and 10.
Second Pirates. Go street. 19 Cowboys, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Here we go. Set. 18. Robert. Gravity Lions.
Here's Milton now to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Lions take over.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Hey, can. Here we go, Scott. Hey, green 19, get that. Go.
I got him.
Right.
Fields. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
58, what's his that? Wide motion. Out, let's go. Right.
Out of the gun. Fields.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Isaac to Slaw.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half.
Cam Little on
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cowboys 10. Cam Little to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, check.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Ready, break. Set up. Cougar 19.
A final shot before break. Milton. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 551. Test, much right. Tonight.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
You got a mini base. Why not? Tonight.
On 4th down, Fields. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Tonight.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, Kent. Here we go, son. Turbo, son. Son.
That's complete right side. It's too slow.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
319, get that. Hey, can. EQ. Tonight.
They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the
To throw is Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thornton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Fields.
The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Tonight.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Hey, 222. Press, punch right. Go.
Again, Fields.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start the drive with a give to Blue. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Milton.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Kevontae Turpin, 95 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Brian Thomas.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
17. Caleb Little to kick
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Throwing is Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
70, go.
Now Milton.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now third down and 6 to go. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Milton.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Turbo, sir.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And some room to work.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 18.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Don't jump. Ready? Blue 58, blue 58. All right.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Green 19.
They'll try to run with Gibbs.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cowboys 17. Cam Little to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
19, 18.
Here's Milton.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
To throw is Milton.
Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
19 shucks.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Don't jump. Ready? Angel.
Check. Shift.
All right.
Another run for Gibbs here. And it pushes way up to about the 44 here. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
18 Rattler. 70 Razor, 70, go.
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
18, Dragon 60 yards.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 3.
79 Warriors. Ready.
Back to throw. Milton. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Let's go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Brought down in the play by DeRon Bland.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Lions, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk